All right, it says we're live.
Oh boy.
Welcome from the crossroads of America to a talk show. Actually, tonight's a 1 hour talk show, shooting with disabilities, but we also talk guns, politics, or anything else that crosses my mind. Answer questions from the audience, just put them in the chat or email me at rickslifeasIseeit@gmail.com or spottedrick@gmail.com. I have a Patreon page, PayPal, and all that other stuff in the info section below. We got that out of the way. Let me see who was first in tonight. Gun Loving Grandpa, then MK, then AR Guns, Kingpin, G23. They're starting to show up here. Let me introduce my panel. The man himself, the one and only Night Strike.
Yep.
How you doing?
I'm here.
All right.
Yeah.
Then, from that beautiful state behind enemy lines, we've got New York Outcast.
Is it beautiful? Is it really? I mean, with that huge city there? I don't know.
It's pretty cold currently, but hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for having me. Don't listen to the Glock guy.
Then,
why would we listen to G23?
From upstate Michigan, we've got Scribbload.
Upstate?
Well, hell, I don't know where it is. I figured you lived up further up near the top of the state.
I figured he lived
where there's no money. Oh hell no.
All right, so there we go. That's my panel so far tonight. I've what do you call it? I forgot where I was going with this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I before we went live, I was saying I went to the gun store today. And I bought myself some ammo. I got Arms Core 223, 55 grain, $14.99 a box. So I just bought 3 boxes. Give me 2 magazines for I can go shoot them tomorrow. You know?
Blind shooters in here.
Yo, what's up, everybody?
Hey, how's it going?
Not too bad. How about yourself?
You know?
You got mail.
Oh, sorry.
You got mail.
Yeah. No, it's not correct, Jacob. I just read it.
Jacob,
hey,
you
Sabrina.
Just can't catch a break tonight.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As Patriot in the Dark would say, hi, Sabrina.
Yeah. But as I was going to do the quiz tonight, the answer to it, because of the cluster that happened to me on Saturday. I was getting so frustrated that I just shut everything down and went and went and took my football and went and sat in my recliner for the rest of the evening. You know? So I was going to do it tonight. We still haven't got to 15 entries. Way short. We haven't even got to double digits. So as I was saying in my title on Saturday, before we got shut, before it all went out, anyway, I'm putting the quiz on a hiatus. Is that how you pronounce it?
Hiatus. Yes. Hiatus.
For a little while. For a couple of things. One, there's only there's maybe, if I'm lucky, 4 or 5 people that entered the quiz. And I don't mind them winning and sending them stuff. I got their addresses on speed print here when I do the labels, you know. But I have so few entries, and it's the same ones. I just handwrite them out. I know their addresses without even looking. But I'm running out of stuff
to give away.
To be quite honest with you, I got to start collecting some more swag.
Yeah.
So, I mean, with everything shut down, with nothing going on last year, you know, there was no swag to get hold of.
Yeah, you literally, went out of stuff to give away.
Yeah. So I'm going to do it for a couple of months. I'm not going to do a quiz. So that's why I said I'll give the answer to this one tonight, which I will do later on towards the end of the hour. Keep you all in suspense. Keep you all, waiting in the chat room to find out whether you won or not. God damn, will people just leave me alone?
Someone's not in the holiday spirit.
Yeah, I'm having a bad day. I'm waiting for the reason I normally leave my phone on anyway, but the reason I don't silence it, unfortunately, my one of my cousin, the farm I stayed on, he went to the Jasper Hospital to have that dye put in his heart like I did today, and they rushed him to Evansville Hospital to have open heart surgery tonight. His heart is 90% blocked. So that's why I'm waiting for a phone call to find out how everything turned out. That's why I've left it on tonight, especially. Because anyway, that's where we're at. So I'm kind of distracted. But anyway, as I said, I went and bought some ammo, so I'm hoping to go shoot it tomorrow. My two, actually, I got more than 2 magazines, but I plan on only just shooting 2. Trying to, because I still can't find primers. Now there might be some online somewhere, but I haven't. I mean, I don't have the money to buy thousands of them at one go.
You should buy a couple hundred at least, though.
Well, I haven't found any yet.
Yeah. What
I
are you looking?
I want small rifle. I've got pistol small and large, but I don't have small rifle, and that's what you need for 223.
Any particular small rifle, or just small rifle in general?
Right now, I'm going to take any small rifle primer.
All right.
I'm not fussy at this time. Normally I like CCI, but I'll take anything I can get. So now I haven't come across any yet. So that's why I bought 3 boxes of 223 today to go shoot. Plus, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna shoot my 380 tomorrow too, and because I said, as you all know, I'm gonna practice. I'm carrying it left. I'm carrying it left-handed again now. So I've been practicing it dry firing at home. And I'm gonna actually do it live. Hopefully, I don't shoot myself in the foot. Pulling my shirt up, pulling it out, and I'm going to see how many actual shots I can take before I have to swap it over to my right hand, because everybody knows my left hand is weak now. So, but the reason and as everybody knows, I think it's in the chat, knows the reason I swapped back to my left, that's originally what I started with, is because of my right shoulder. I can't get my arm back. I can't lift it up to pull it hurts. I think I got a torn cuff in there. So that's why I've gone back to the left, if anybody's interested. Sucks getting old, I tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wish I was in my 20s again.
I wish I was, knowing what I know now.
Yeah, no, I get that. I get that.
Yeah. So that's what we're doing.
Yeah, after the chat, I got a link in the side chat for you.
All right.
Because I think I found some for you.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let me. All right. So I was just bringing up the page for it's there in case I forget to do it. So let's say, Jason Stewart's joined us in the room. Well, not in the. Is he in the pant? No, but he's in the. He's in the chat. Defense Dad is in here too, so we're coming along. So anyway, So that's what I'm doing with me. So hopefully it all works, and I can be able to shoot with my left hand again. See, hope I can shoot more than one. I think I can. I think if I if I do it one-handed, I might be able to get a couple of shots. But if I can pull it out, bring up my right arm without it hurting, I think if I don't think about it, I might be able to do it. But doing it right, sitting right here doing this, I can feel the pain in my shoulder going like this.
Well,
but maybe if I'm, just doing without thinking about it, maybe I can get away with it.
You got to build that muscle, Rick. You got to build that muscle.
So, yeah, well, I mean, building muscle ain't going to help it because the rotator.
You're always
I haven't had an X-ray or anything.
Right.
My doctor reckons that the rotator cuff is ripped.
Yeah.
Not in half, but there's a tear in it.
Yeah. So surgery may be involved down the line.
But I ain't having surgery. Sorry.
Right.
I mean, the recovery. I mean, the recovery on that. I mean, you got to keep your arm still for weeks.
Yeah.
So that ain't gonna happen. I'll just keep taking. I mean, he put a cortisone shot in there, which got rid of a lot of the pain, but the pain is still there. That's what the doctor says. He reckons it's a tear because that cortisone shot should have taken everything away. I should be able to move without any pain. If it was just so. He said we can go. He said I can send you to a specialist to get it all checked out and everything. I said, nah, don't bother. I got more pressing issues. Than worrying about that. And I'll figure out a way around it. So. Yeah, Rick's rotor cuff as I see it. Yeah, that's about it, through live move. Yeah, I'm just a walking, so it's a miracle that I am still upright. I was talking to my friend who actually we went to the gun store because he had to go. He put a Savage 22 Magnum bolt action rifle on layaway last month. He says, I want to go pick it up. So I went with him for the ride, because I wasn't planning on going, but he said, let's go. So I said, okay. Then I pulled out the plastic because I didn't have any cash on me to buy my 3 boxes of ammo. Now they were limiting rifle ammo to 2 boxes per caliber. 4 boxes total if you bought 2 different calibers. Except excluded from that was 223. You could buy as many as you wanted. Since I really didn't want to spend any money, I only bought 3 boxes. So see, now I was in a what's the word I'm looking for? I was looking at it. I said I for a box of 20 was $14.99. Right? So with tax, because it's 7% in Indiana, by the way. So that was $48.12. You could buy a box of 55 grain 223s for $39.99. So what would be the better deal?
Shoplifting.
Yeah, I thought of that but I don't know if they're letting me get away with that in Indiana like they do in New York. So, because I mean, in other words, $40. I paid $48 for 60 rounds, but it'd be $40 plus tax would be $43 roughly for only 50 rounds. And I figured, I thought it was a wash, really. if I bought an extra 10 bullets to make it 60, I'll be, 80 cents, something a round or something like that. I don't know. I was thinking on the fly, and I shouldn't do that when it comes to money because I ain't no good at it. So, all right. Okay, let's move on. Any of you guys got anything you want to bring up, topic wise or anything? Oh, I got my new. I use United States Concealed
USCTA.
Association. See, now I got my new card for next year.
Really?
Yeah, they sent it to me. Or now, see here, guys. See now, I don't know if this is. I would imagine I never asked for it because if you go to the website, they only show gold. What was it? They only show three. They only show 3 plans, and I can't remember what they are off the top of my head. And the cheapest one is $29.99 or something like that, and the most expensive one is $48.99 or something. Then the middle one's $39. But I don't have either one. I don't have any of those. I have silver. And it only cost me $13 a month. So I've been doing that for years. And according to this, I get all the because they improved it for everybody. Every membership now includes $2 million each claim for expenses and damages for self-defense liability insurance. And $2 million for compensatory damages, and there's a no limit defense expenses. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but also there's bail here too, and I can't remember how much they said it was. It's on here somewhere, but I ain't gonna read. Anyway, you get all the good stuff even for $13 a month. So I thought, hell, why not? So I'm gonna keep it for another year. I just thought I'm gonna mention that to anybody out there. If you're thinking of doing it and and you're on you can't afford it, or you dropped it because you can't afford it, ask them about the silver level. See, they might, well, I know I'd rather have some protection than none at all if something happens. Mind you, I got it mainly because here in Indiana, I think they can't sue you civilly. I don't think. I think there's something here that stops that. But what happens if it happens in a different state? That's what I was thinking. That's why I keep it. So.
It's the one smart thing I heard all night. Good for you, Rick.
Yeah.
Anybody else that's interested, if you do have military experience or anything like that, or military, I know they do. I'm not sure about first responders, but if you call instead of going online, you can get a discount as well. But you do have to ask for it on the phone.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, because really what happened years ago, because when I first got hurt, I mean, I was getting paid by my job. I was getting extra money because Rhode Island's one of those states that had its own workers' comp sort of pay thing. So I was getting paid at work. I was getting extra money from the state from this insurance I was paying into. So I was getting some decent money. So I had one of the higher plans. But then when towards the after I done that for a couple of years, then things started getting. I was started doing my trying to budget, and I called them up and said I got to cancel. And I told them why. Then they offered me this one for $13. So that's why I took it, and I've been on it ever since. They didn't want to. I mean, they rather have $13 than zero. $13 a month is better than $0 a month. So if anybody's out there, I mean, as you said, Rob, call them up and talk to them. They might be able to work something out for you. So, because I think in this crazy world it is today, can you imagine, like the Rittenhouse case? Can you imagine how much that defense cost? You know, to do that, and you know, these people, you know, sort of cover it insurance wise. I mean, they're not going to, mind you. Of course, you read the small print. If you're in the wrong, you're not covered. You know, but
yeah, but who determines you're in the right or the wrong? You know, and that's one thing I'm leery about. Do they determine it after you tell them what happens and then they cover your attorney fees, or you know, or what?
I agree. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it's if you found guilty, then you got to pay the fees. You're liable for all the fees because they won't. You know, they want their money back. You know.
Yeah, the way it was is they basically, as soon as you made the call after an incident, you know, they kind of hop to it. They can send somebody out to evaluate it, place bail, whatnot, and you can take your choice from there on continuing with their attorneys or somebody else's that you can choose and they'll pay for. And basically, in the end, if it comes out, you know, you were bad on it, then you're not only charged for your crime, obviously, but you're also, charged the money, basically. So, you know, if you have a house, your vehicle, all that stuff, they may end up owning it. So depends on, you know, your finances and what the expenses and whatnot. So, but I'd also wouldn't be a bad idea as a gift, you know, maybe for a kid or something like that as well, especially if, you know, they're not not going to take any shit types, because really even just a fight, you know, an asshole follows you out of the bar and you end up breaking his jaw and he's got a big hospital bill. This will also cover you for that as well. It's not just firearms.
Exactly. I was just about to say that. It's not just firearms. Anything, you know. I mean, as the Second Amendment says, you know, it doesn't say firearms in there, you know. So any sort of action, even if somebody comes at you with a knife and you manage to turn it around on them and stick it in them, it's still self-defense. Or you know, somebody tries to hit you with a baseball bat and this kind of stuff. So anything really, basically, they cover, as far as I understand it.
Yeah, depending where well, it's any legal weapon or item within your state. So obviously, you know, but that could be a brick, it could be a knife, it could be maybe brass knuckles are legal in your state. I don't know, you know, whatever is legal within your state, including regular items as well, if it came down to it, as long as it's not an illegal item.
But now, hang on a minute. Is that company still? I mean, that insurance isn't legal in New York anymore, is it?
Nope.
Did it away with it.
Nope. I used to have it, but they won't allow us to have it anymore. So.
Yeah, and I believe Washington State stopped it too. They're the only two states I know that don't allow it anymore. So, but that's any insurance company. That's just not USCCA. It's any liability insurance to do with protecting yourself. Isn't that right? Or am I wrong?
To my
Nothing is
knowledge,
really
that
Originally, they stopped it because of the NRA bringing out their shit. You know, that's who they went after originally was NRA because they brought out, they started their own insurance thing. That was a dirty they did there too.
basically, to my knowledge, it was all of them right at the beginning. From what I hear recently, there's somebody you can get insurance through, but it's, to my brief understanding, it's not really comparable to USCCA. So I don't know if that's true or not, and it could just be a rumor at this point because I haven't looked into it.
You know, I
Yeah.
forget the name of the company, but a friend of mine that has a gun range in New Jersey, you can sign on. I think it's for like $100 for. I think they go like per quarter, and you know, like you said, you know, you don't get much, but it's something.
Yeah. Okay. Mind you, do they allow it in New Jersey? That surprises me. You know?
It's amazing what you know, a trip over the bridge will do to you.
Yeah, oh yeah. Jason says if you shoot a bad guy, make sure you get any witnesses too, and don't get caught digging a hole.
Wow.
Ugh. That's terrible. That's terrible. You know, but you got to watch. I mean, there's other companies out there that do this insurance. I just thought these guys offered at the time, still do, offered the best deal. They put the money up front. You don't have to come up with it first, and they pay you back. They pay for it up front for you. You know, it's what I liked about it. So the only downside to them is I unsubscribe to every email they do. The only emails I get from them now is is when it comes time to pay them every month. You know, that's the one bad thing. I don't know if they still do it, but they used to send out so much junk mail. I called it junk mail, but it was just mail trying to buy their products and everything else they sell. That's the only downside I thought to it. But they're in the business to make money, so you know. But besides that, I think they're pretty good company to use. But then some people said I don't need no goddamn insurance. You know, if I'm in the right, that's all I need. Yeah, Rittenhouse was in the right too, but look at that. What happened? Just need some DA to railroad you down the, you know, and you'll be somebody's bubba. You know. But if you like doing that, that's fine too. You know. Anyway, you guys got anything else you want to talk about?
Did you guys see the story that Lead Therapy put out about the girl shooting herself in the, you know what?
No.
Yeah.
I heard about that last week.
Yeah. So yeah, long story short, 27-year-old girl did one of those like webcam adult entertainment things, and in the process of filming a video, she shot herself between the legs with the boyfriend's 9.
Jesus.
That's a keeper right there.
I bet you that went deep. Yeah.
I bet you that stung.
Yeah.
It was
Damn.
in Georgia too. Don't one of you guys live in Georgia?
She was bleeding for a whole different reason there.
He's not in here at the moment. William Arm lives in Georgia.
Sorry, I had to say that one. That was just appropriate.
Should try to avoid watching videos on sites like that because, you know, you get a bunch of spam and all types of crazy stuff and viruses. Next thing you know, you'll use your phone and you'll get something on your lip and start oozing and pussing.
And
Just be careful.
Next thing you know, Rob is living with weird ladies.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know if everybody's noticed, but my AR is not hanging on the wall where it normally is. It's on top of one of my ammo boxes over here because I took it down because I'm going to put it in my gun case after the show's over because I said I'm going shooting tomorrow.
Oh
So
my.
I'm all ready to go in the morning.
Oh boy. So, Rick, did you hear about what happened last week though?
What happened last week?
Well, in your wonderful old country, the country of England, you know, a dude thought it was a good idea to stick a World War II mortar shell up his bum.
Hey, it takes all sorts.
Yeah, and unfortunately, they had to call the bomb squad in over there to have them help the physicians remove it
In case they exploded, huh?
in case it exploded. Yeah, because it was one of those unexploded mortars from World War II that he found alongside the road, and apparently his statement was he tripped and fell, and it got there, and I'm like, I don't know how you get. I don't know how that works because as big as those things were, because they said it was like 57 millimeters by 170 millimeters.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how you got to get something that big by tripping and falling? I don't buy that.
I don't even. Oh, I know what I wanted to bring up real quick. Besides talking about rnldisplays.com, that my AR thing, go to their website.
Right.
When you go to checkout, type in Rick's Life, or I think there's G23 and Gizzard Gary, I think is one, and Travis P11. Discount code and get 15% off.
Right.
See, I even mentioned everybody else. But either one of those will get you 15% off. But is it my imagination? But I've been watching a lot of videos about G6 on somebody's, I think it's called G6 or Grip 6 or something, on somebody in this room's channel. Is he shilling for him?
G6 who?
Or is it Grip 6 or something? It's about his belts and socks and all this kind of stuff. And we're not mentioning any names, are we, Squib? But I just want to know if you're shilling for that company, Squib.
Shilling would imply I'm being compensated.
Ooh.
Oh, you're not?
I have a job, I have a job. So
I was just busting your balls. I just wanted to do it. Yeah. No. Hey, the product is it American made stuff?
yes.
Okay. All right. Now my question is about the belt you're talking about.
Uh-oh, here it is.
Now I understood you said you used it for inside the waistband, but how good is it holding an outside the waistband holster?
I don't know. Haven't tried.
Because there's no stiffness in it. You know what I'm saying? Won't the weight of that thing flop it over? I don't know. I was just curious.
I didn't have any problems.
All right.
I didn't have any problems with a $30 leather belt from Walmart either. I'm not saying that those steel core belts are bad. I'm not saying they're bad at all or any of the other ones where they've put something in the center there to stiffen up the belt. I'm just saying they're not necessary. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with them. I'm not saying they're not a good product, but it's just not necessary. I mean, some of you guys wear your belts, I guess, loose or something. I don't know. Maybe that's it. It's a non-issue for me.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, that's each to their own is on that situation when it comes to belts.
Well, see, I have to be careful what I say because there'll be 16 comments and they're going, Squib said that they're bad. If you own one, you're wrong. Oh, you're stupid for having it. I never said any of that. I just said I don't see I don't see a necessity for them. I don't see that there's anything wrong with them, but I've never had a need for one. Maybe one day I'll own one. You know, I did have a company try to contact me to give me a free one. And when I started asking them questions about where the belts were made and all kinds of stuff like that, they disappeared. And that's not the first time I've had a company reach out to me and say, hey, would you review our product? And as soon as I start asking them technical questions or asking them about the company or stuff like that, they disappear. Or some of them will demand that I do a positive review or they won't send me the product. Now, meanwhile, other people even some that I know, get those same products and they do reviews on them. So I think you could say that I'm probably not a shill. When I got a hold of these guys and I asked them questions, they answered every single question. As a matter of fact, there's a video on the way that kind of explains a little bit more about their company. And I liked what I saw. They gave me a couple free things. I ain't gonna lie, they did give me some free things, but they didn't give them to me before I contacted them or before I learned more about their products. You'll see that in later videos. But I've bought more from them than they've given me. And at no point did I say, give me this or else or anything else like that. As a matter of fact, the first couple things they tried to give me, I told them, no, I'll just buy it. And they said, no, we'll give it to you. But we would like for you to do an honest review. And I said, okay. And I contacted them to let them know, hey, man, I did have some problems. I'm going to put it in the video. And they said, do it. Be truthful. So it's just another indication for me that this company is, a good company to work with, not just because of how much of their product is American made. I mean, the process and everything. There's a little bit imported, but extremely little. I mean, a lot less than what a lot of other companies get away with. And just the way they've handled things, it just impresses me. So I'm simply sharing it with the audience. There's no coupon codes. There's no giveaways. There's no buy this or else you're not cool like me or any of that other garbage. It's simply, hey, I found these guys by mistake. I learned about them. I like what I've seen so far. You might like this too. If it's not for you, don't buy it. I can tell you, Outcast would not like their wallet. He would not like their wallet at all. Even if he got one for free, he'd have absolutely no use for it. So there are some things that they make that aren't necessarily for everybody out there.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking of buying stuff I could be cool like Squib. You know?
There's nothing wrong with making a product and using your channel
to
show off your product. I think that's a good thing, because instead of going out there e-begging, saying, please give me money to my Patreon, you're going, look, I made this thing. I'm going to demonstrate using it. I'm going to show you how practical it is. I'm going to do all this stuff with it. Oh, and by the way, I'm still going to continue to do the other videos that I do that had got you to come to my channel for the first place. I think that's capitalism. That's entrepreneurship, right? I like that sort of thing. When I do videos on stuff, it's about me saying, I liked it, I didn't like it, this is why. And like in some of my coffee videos or my cocktail videos, individual results may vary. I may try something out and say, man, I really like this. And then you go buy it and you go, this tasted like ass. I mean, and I have had some people comment about that. I'm not going to spend that much money on that, or, well, that thing's a piece of crap, or you should buy this, and then you go to their channel and they don't make videos.
Yeah, I know.
Whatever, make your own damn videos.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with you. Like one of your things the other day, criticizing you how you barbecue. Who gives a shit? That's the way you do it.
Obviously, I don't give a shit because I don't barbecue worth a shit.
Yeah.
Couldn't even see the grill in that damn video. What the hell?
Yeah. Mind you, he did put it together wrong the first time.
I did.
Yeah, but you got it figured out, and hell, Hey, at least I mean, but as you said, at least you're making the videos. Most of the people complaining, as you said, they ain't even making videos.
I mean, I thought about commenting back something like, look here, bitch, you take your Home Depot credit card and go spend your $120. Don't ask your audience to buy it for you with all your PayPal and Patreon and Subscribestar money and eBay for that. Pay for it out of your own damn pocket. Then you set up your tripod on your back deck, deal with your loud ass neighbors, and try to do this with the instructions that they give that don't have any words, it's just pictures. Okay. And the damn thing still worked, right? Where's your video? Oh, that's right. You can't afford a $120 grill, or you don't even have the tools to put the damn thing together, or you live in a fucking apartment because you can't afford a house, or you know what? I can do all that.
Basement.
Yeah, you still live in your mom's basement and, drinking a Mountain Dew, eating a Hot Pocket, whatever. I mean, I could say that, and sometimes I have said that. And the thing is, I don't mind. From time to time, people will point stuff out, and it's like, oh, oops. And then I'll fix it, or I'll change it, or I'll thanks for pointing that out. And I don't care. You can get snotty with me a little bit, but it's when I had two comments in the same day on a cooking video where they said, some nice things at first to butter me up. Then they told me how I cooked the damn thing wrong, even though I followed the directions. Now, how the hell did I cook it wrong when I followed the fucking directions? And then I went to, they both, one had 1 subscriber, one had 4, neither one had any videos. And, I thought about making some sort of comment about, oh, is that the way you have to cook it or else your husband will give you a black eye? But I didn't do that. Yeah. That would be wrong.
Yeah, I know. So, oh, well. I was just, to start with, I was only messing with you when I called you a shill. Oh,
I don't care. I just didn't know where you were going with that. I didn't know what you were talking about.
Yeah. I know. I mean, I watched the videos and I looked at the products and stuff. So,
Look, you'll notice too. Go watch if you're subscribed to enough channels and you start noticing everybody's testing the exact same fucking product at the exact same time or within a month time span. That's because the companies contact them and say, try our crap. And then they saturate YouTube with it. And you can get a bunch of different perspectives. From that standpoint, it's kind of good. But on the other hand, if you're that stupid that you don't realize that these people are shilling, or, they're like, hell yeah, I'll do a video. I get a free $50 item. I get a free $150 item for it or whatever. Those are the same companies that contact me. And like I said, as soon as I say, where's it made? And what about this? And no, I can't guarantee you I'm going to give a positive review. They freaking scatter like roaches. So... Yeah. If somebody else wants to do that so they can get a free thing so that they don't have to go ask their wife to use a credit card, well, ask your wife, you pathetic. But anyhow, you go right ahead, man. You go right ahead and do that. If I want the damn thing, I'll buy it. If they want to give it to me and I like it, I'll say it. If they want to give it to me and I don't like it, I'm going to say it. But if they say, well, here, try out my gun oil. All right, dude, there's 50 other gun oils out there. What's so special about your product? Will you just do the review? Everybody else is doing it. Yeah, I'm not everybody else. Have you not noticed that? What can I tell the audience about this product? What sort of technical information can you give me about the product, the company? Give me something other than it's gun oil, because all gun oils are damn near the same, dude. One might smell different than the other. One might, clean a little bit better or whatever. But for the most part, gun oil is gun oil is gun oil. So what can you tell me? And then they disappear off the face of the earth. What do you know? So,
yeah, I mean,
I'm just explaining how this really works for the people in the audience who've never been contacted. Their channel hasn't been contacted about doing this stuff, or the people in the audience who are they don't do videos or any of this stuff and have no idea how do they get those products.
Yeah, I mean, there's like, what was it when Springfield Armory came out with the Hellcat. There must have been 30 different gun channels doing the same video on the same day.
The thing I don't like about the T&E guns, for one thing, there's no guarantee that the gun is going to get released. Some people did reviews on guns that never got released, or they get a gun that doesn't get released for years. And usually when they do these videos, hi, I'm Big YouTuber X. I got this gun to try out for free. from this company long before you'll ever even see one on a gun store shelf, because I'm better than you. Now I'm going to go out to my backyard that you guys paid for with all my e-bagging money, and I'm going to shoot. I'm going to do mag dumps at point blank range to show you what an operator I am. Oh, and by the way, buy this overpriced gun. I don't have to pay for it, or I'm going to get it at cost, or whatever it is, because you guys pay me. I don't really work a job. You guys give me money. I mean, that's literally what they do in these videos. That's no way to get me to buy the product, man. That's no way to get me to buy it.
I mean, and don't get me wrong. I think that I own one, but another one that the company does that who saturates the YouTube channels is Olight. You know, they don't just do it to gun channels; they give it to all kinds of people. You know,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, but they won't respond to my emails for some reason.
But
so.
I mean, even like as you know, a lot of you know that I've been watching a lot of homesteading videos. Even those guys are getting lights free.
My lights didn't cost me anything, but I'm not big enough for them to give me free ones. I have ulterior ways, and there will be a video coming out about that. I will say this. I'm not big on foreign-made stuff, but the two lights I have done better than what I thought. I wouldn't go out on my own and buy these. I would go buy like a Streamlight or something, Surefire, one of the ones made in America that does cost more. But because I've got both of these, I can definitely say that in my experience, they're a better product than what I would give them credit for. And the way I got both of mine were from somebody who did honest product reviews. And sometimes doing honest product reviews means that the company might cut off ties with you forever or for a short time, and you run the risk that they don't want to give you anything else to review. Whereas the other channels continue on getting stuff. But when you do an honest review and you show something on your video that is true, the product failing, or you you're going through the normal channels to deal with a warranty or something like that, and they don't handle it, I think that says a lot more about you as a YouTuber, that you give a crap about your audience. You don't give a crap about a free flashlight. And there are channels out there that are like that. And I think that it's up to the audience to notice that sort of thing. Is this person truly shilling, or are they being an honest reviewer? Because there are plenty of shills out there to give the honest people a bad rap, right?
Oh yeah, there is. So, I mean, I don't mind. I mean, a lot of time I'll watch if somebody says at the beginning of a video, "This was given to me for free," when they do the review, or you get the ones who don't tell you that and then do the review, make you they try to make you think that they purchased the damn thing. Anyway, what the hell? I don't know.
Well, it's transparency, right, Rick?
Yeah.
It's transparency. I think for me that goes a lot further than popularity, but for other people, I know it's just about popularity. And I get it too. You're trying to make a buck, right? If you give a product a bad review, suddenly these companies will all take notice and they won't send you stuff. It's not just that company, it could be other companies. But if they see that you give everything a positive review, then you're liable to get free. And some of these people do these videos to get free stuff. Once again, go back to, honey, can I have the credit card? Really, dude? Grow some hair on your sack there and just go buy it, all right? But there's some people do these videos and do these reviews to keep getting free stuff because their wife won't let them go buy anything. And this is how they get the stuff, because they go, honey, I didn't pay anything for it. And it's just like, whatever, man. That's not being honest with your audience. I'm going to say good stuff about this because I want to keep getting free stuff. And I'm that's not me. But other people, hey, that's how they make a living. And there's plenty of dishonest people out there that make a living. I mean, look at judges and politicians and, all kinds of people do dishonest things and get paid. So whatever.
Attorneys.
Lawyers.
Yep.
Man.
Well, Squib, I get where you're coming from that, and that's why I take every gun review that anybody does with a grain of salt, because half of those guys are getting that gun and they only get to play with it for 2 or 3 weeks, or they have to buy it from the people or send it back. And I don't think a 2 or 3 week trial is representative of how a gun will perform or function, in the next 6 months or in the next year. I want to know
Yeah,
if it's got. I want to know if it's going to last for like a couple years, or if it's only built to last for about a year and then go out the wayside.
or do a review on initial impressions, unboxing, that sort of thing. Then go back a year or two later after
do
you've
another
used it,
review.
not because it's been sitting in the safe for a year or two.
Right.
And then what changes did I make to it? Did I have any warranty issues? How well did they solve that? Did I run into problems with certain kinds of ammo? Did I do things with this was supposed to be my plinking gun? I actually took it hunting, and this is what happened, or something like that. I think that but I got to tell you too, being somebody who makes videos, those videos are difficult to make. They take a lot more work. People are always like, do gun videos. I don't do gun videos because they're a lot harder to do. And honestly, when I go to the range, I want to have fun. Going to the range and shooting footage takes all the fun out of it. So I don't really do a whole lot of gun videos. I know I should be doing more. And maybe I will, maybe I won't. But those are the ones that, for me, take the most work. Now, for somebody who's got a private range in their backyard and other crap like that, it's probably a little bit easier. But I mean, we're not all Hickok 45,
No.
and I can't say that I want to be. That's not the whole reason I do videos.
I mean, I do videos of me shooting in the backyard, but usually it's just me with whatever friends or whatnot I have over, and the shenanigans that ensue. Because I think that's what people want to see. Because I don't like to edit that shit. So that's what I do. And Grant, that's my channel. I mean, you do stuff different on your channel. You like it. You think your subscribers like it, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
Yeah, but then again, see, also you doing that, and you got your range in your backyard, so you can set your camera up, take your time. Some ranges, they don't want you to mess around with all that kind of shit.
Right. But just for reference, I had that backyard before I started a YouTube channel in the first place.
Oh, I know.
Just for reference.
Yeah. Yeah, I know you did.
Rick, have you had to drag all that garbage out to the range with you too? The tripod and the other tripod and
I've done a couple of videos years ago at the range, and as you said, it takes the enjoyment out of the shooting. Setting up a lot of times I would just film for about 2 minutes, then I wouldn't do anymore, and I'd enjoy myself shooting. Yeah. I could do it now because all my stuff is sitting over all my targets and stuff over my friend's house in his backyard. Theoretically I could put the camera there; there wouldn't be no problem. But I'm there to enjoy myself, not to do videos. Who wants to watch me shooting an AR-15 or a 380? There's hundreds of other channels out there doing it.
I'll be honest, Rick. I'd like to see you fire a 308 these days.
A 308?
308.
No, ain't going to happen. Unless I fire my friend. He's got one.
Right.
But, my shoulders can't take it anymore. That heavy bombardment. The only reason that AR-15, to me, it is like shooting a 22. I don't feel no recoil in it whatsoever.
Newsflash: 5.56 or 223 is a 22.
Well, I know, but
it is a 22.
I know it is, but
it's a different 22.
But so the recoil on that AR-15, I find it nothing at all.
It's not.
The only thing I don't like about it is that it damn thing's loud.
Well, you're gonna have that with any gun. I mean, it's just like I have an AK. Okay, I don't notice the recoil on it either. I mean, the recoil on an AK is, to me, is about the same as 5.56. It's like negligible. But some people say, "Oh, it's recoil." I'm like, no, there's hardly any recoil there.
Yeah.
Well, I want to see you shoot, Rick.
Yeah.
I want to see a couple things. I want to see the 50 round sight in so I can yell at you. And then I want to see some transitions from your, rifle to sidearm and then see you slide over the hood of your truck and reload.
Well, see,
Yeah,
the
and then we
reason-
want to, Rick. We want to see how you butcher a piece of meat, and then we want to see how you eat your salads.
see, I don't like doing videos. I mean,
And then
even
shoot up
so-
a pan of
I
mac
mean,
and
I
cheese.
sit here with my camera on.
Boom, video.
I sit here with my camera on doing this chat,
I know.
and I should turn the camera off because I don't like looking at myself. So God knows what I look like on a video. Oh, you don't want to see my fat old body shaking as I'm moving around, you know. So you know, I move slow. I'm not fast. If I had to run to save my life, I'm afraid I'm going to die. You know, because with my back, I can't do it anymore. I can't move fast. So I've got to be able to pull my gun out and hit my target. Otherwise, I'm going down. You know, I might be able to step off the X, but I ain't taking more than 1 or 2 steps, and that's it, because I just can't do it. You know, that's the you know, breaks of getting old and being hurt. It's not so much getting old; it's being hurt. You know, it's, you know, with the bad back and the bad hand. Hey, lucky I mean, some people would just give up and say I ain't gonna do it no more. You know, but I keep persevering because I like shooting. So I was thinking I might take my what you call it tomorrow too. My slip it into my bag. My my Uberti. You know, Army single action. If I get a chance to shoot the thing, we'll see. But that thing's so goddamn heavy. It's unreal. What?
Harder to judge what how you feel after you shoot what if you shoot a bunch of different things. If that's what you're trying to figure out with your hand.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to use my 380 tomorrow. That's the only handgun I'm shooting tomorrow, and I'm more likely to start off with that and go to my AR afterwards. You know, I might not even shoot my AR. I'm mainly going over there to shoot my 380. That's what I'm going over for tomorrow. You know, because I got to work on it. You never know. The world's getting scary out there. So they tell me. I haven't noticed it here. Mind you, you say that. Just the other night, a bunch of down in Birdseye, which is 4 miles away. Man, they had a bunch of vehicles stolen from people's driveways. You know, it even happens out here in the country. There are more like youngsters stealing them to see what they can, you know, get for them for their drug money. You know what I'm saying? But it happens out here in the country too. You know,
My friend just had his job trailer stolen the other night. Apparently, you know, he had a lock on the receiver or whatever. So the people just hooked it up with a chain and dragged it down the street. They got video of it from one of the neighbors. It's amazing. Nobody, you know, they didn't hear anything or whatever. Blows my mind, but they ended up tracking it down. Apparently it was somebody a few blocks away, and they just pulled it over and parked it to their driveway. So pretty damn stupid. Guy's wife ended up seeing it when she was, I don't know, picking the kids up or something. Called the police, and basically it was still pretty much full. He was missing like a pass load, something else, but I haven't talked to him since last night, so I'm not sure if they found that stuff inside the guy's house or what was going on. But yeah, pretty crazy.
yeah, it's getting crazy. I mean, it's. I was reading an article the other day. You know, a lot of these sort of what's the home invasions. Some of those happen out in the country, when there's nobody around to interfere with you when you're doing your home invasion. Mind you, I got nothing worth stealing, but you never know.
Response time would be delayed significantly,
Oh,
so probably a higher risk of getting shot. But,
I reckon it's the
if you can
fastest.
catch by surprise, you probably got a better chance of getting away. And then there isn't so many traffic cameras, plate readers,
30
all
minutes.
that type of stuff.
Out here, the fastest they can get here is 30 minutes. They've said that. It's on record. 30 minutes response time for out where I'm at. So somebody's coming in to shoot you or whatever, you're on your own. I am my own first responder. I hate that saying, to be honest with you, first responder. A policeman's not for all you police lovers out there, don't get me wrong, but they're not first responders. They always show up after the fact. So how in the hell are they a first responder? Really, to me, the only true first responders, in the true sense of the word, would be like firemen, that kind of thing, because they show up to the fire to take care of it. You don't have people there fighting the fire with fire hoses before they arrive. You know what I'm saying? But a policeman's not a first responder. I'm sorry. They always come after the fact. Very rare that they're there as something is going down. Very rare. So. Or am I being too hard on them? No response? All right, that's fair. All right. Oh, it's 8 o'clock. Quiz time. All right. As I had 7 entries. Just let me check my mail to make sure none came in. Hang on. He sent another one. Nope. Still wrong. Let me check that. No, I had 7 entries and only 1 correct answer. And the question was, let me, my computer froze on me. Where are we here? Let me get it going again. Where is it? All right. What I wanted to know with the writer, Louis L'Amour, I wanted to know what his first short story was and the first book he ever had published. And the first short story was Anything for a Pal. It was sold to True Gang Life magazine in 1935. A lot of people got that. Out of the 7, there was 2, 3, or 4 of them that got that part right. But only one person got the novel, the book. It was a small publisher in Oklahoma published the book of L'Amour's poetry, Smoke from This Altar, in 1939. Was his first book ever published. I know it might have been a catch question, but I asked what was the first book published. I didn't say Weston or anything. I said first book. So there we go. And the winner is normally a panelist on this show, but he's not here tonight. Is Will and Well Armed. Got it correct. So he is the winner of the patches and the hat. The other prizes don't go anywhere because I didn't have enough entries. And so let me write that down for I know who won it. Okay, there we go. thanks to everybody who's entered. I said I'm putting it on hiatus. Is that how you pronounce it? For the next couple of months.
Yep.
And why on this? First off, I got to collect some swag to give away because I am running very low. Plus, I said it feels like, I mean, I like doing it, but sometimes it is very disheartening when only 4 or 5 people enter every week. I know I don't have a big audience, but hell, and I mean, and nearly every question that I ask, I Google it. That's how I normally get my answers. So that's all I wanted to say. So yeah, I guess you're right. G23 he says in that case you would have to say firefighters are not first responders. They respond after the fire is going. Yeah, good point. But anyway, that's my own pet peeve on first responders. I just don't like I don't know. I just don't like it's overused now. You know. First responder, they wear it like a badge. I'm my own first responder. If I say that, people look at me like I'm some kind of idiot. So, but I am. If somebody's attacking me and if I can defend myself, I'm going to. So that makes me first responder. When the police show up, that makes them second responder. So, all right, there we go. Well, I didn't say they didn't. It's very rare that police stop a crime because they always normally show up after the fact. They do sometimes they do stop crimes, but very rare, from what I've seen and heard. But I could be wrong. I'm saying this is my opinion only. But I said if you think they do better, that's fine by you guys out there too.
I don't think police have stopped crimes from happening since the 70s.
Do what?
I don't think police have stopped crimes from happening before they happened since the 70s.
Yeah. Because normally police are called to say something's happening at so and so. If they're lucky to be just around the corner, they might get there while the people are still doing whatever it is they're doing. So the police will stop them. But normally they come showing up after everybody's done their thing and left. Even though they maybe got the phone call that it was happening, they're gone. The people are gone by the time the police show up. So how does that make them, that's what little research I've done. But hey, what the hell do I know? But I'm not going to get into a big argument with people about it. That's just my opinion. Don't get me wrong. I know policemen, believe it or not. And as people, they're nice. Some of the ones I know are pretty nice guys. But I wouldn't call them a first responder personally. Yeah. What?
Yeah, they're like the last responders, like the like what do they call the city morgue?
And didn't the Supreme Court say they weren't there to protect us anyway?
Yeah. So what's the point of having them?
Yeah. So anyway, let's wind this up because I'm getting hungry.
What's on the menu tonight?
Pizza.
Homemade or bought?
Nah, just a cheap frozen pizza.
Okay, all right.
Something that's only going to take a few minutes in the oven.
I have to channel my inner New York outcast when I say this. Make sure you eat a salad with it.
Whoa, the pizza is a combination, so it has peppers on it and stuff like that, which is vegetable.
Well, you know what I mean, Rick.
You know,
New York Outcast won't accept that.
I know you won't. You know, but there we go.
There, you didn't have to say it, Rob. I said it for you.
Yeah. Anyway, talking about that, and you got any plugs or shout outs there, Night Strike?
No, I'm good.
All right. What about you, New York Outcast?
No, just thanks for joining us. Have a great evening.
All right. And Squib? Anything?
Yeah, I'm having an Oriental salad tonight here with my K-Bar Tactical Spork. And
Actually, that
yeah,
looks good.
I'd like to give a shout out there to all of our second responders. I couldn't help it. I just couldn't help it. I salute you.
With the spork.
Yeah. You know, well, I want to say thank you to everybody for sticking by me in the chat, even though I must have pissed off half of you with my take on first responders. I do apologize if you feel that way, but that's just my view, you know. But I'm open to people telling me different, you know. You can, I mean, if you can prove to me differently that it's more than what I think it is, by all means, go for it. Anyway, I want to say thank you for being here. I will be back on Saturday with the, you know, my normal show, and at 3 p.m. Eastern, the only time zone that matters. So I want to say thank you again for being here, and I will see you all later. So good night, everybody.
Bye, Sabrina.